We just hear a best man speech.
Well, we just heard a best man speech.
I'm gonna fire up something a lot better. We're gonna do a lot more planning.
Yeah.
I gotta be good. I gotta be good.
The Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce wedding party just took shape, and the lineup is going to melt every Swiftie on the planet. Multiple reports this week confirmed who's expected to be standing next to Taylor and Travis at the altar, and it's exactly the people you would have hoped for. Jason Kelce, best man. Wyatt and Elliotte Kelce, Travis's two oldest nieces, flower girls. Possibly little Bennett too if the timing works out. Patrick Mahomes and several Chiefs teammates expected on the guest list, and maybe even head coach Andy Reid in attendance. The wedding party is no longer a mystery. The names are now lining up. And the picture is shaping up to be one of the most adorable family-driven celebrity weddings of the modern era. Let me walk you through the full lineup and what it tells us about the wedding itself. Jason Kelce as best man has been the worst-kept secret in this entire wedding cycle. Sources have been hinting at it for months. Travis and Jason have one of the most public brother bonds in professional sports. They host a podcast together. They talk about each other constantly. They've cried together on national TV. They were each other's groomsmen in past family weddings. So the idea that Jason would be best man at Travis's wedding to Taylor Swift was always a foregone conclusion. The only question was whether Travis would split the role with Patrick Mahomes, who he served as a groomsman for at Patrick's 2022 wedding to Brittany. Reports now suggest Mahomes will be a groomsman alongside Miles Teller.
Patrick, you're weird!
You know, I don't know. That is going to be, I imagine, one impressive wedding. But yeah, just very happy for them.
But Jason will get the best man honor. The two brothers standing side by side at Taylor's wedding is going to be one of the most photographed moments of the entire ceremony.
We just hear a best man speech.
Well, we just heard a best man speech.
I'm gonna fire up something a lot better. We're gonna do a lot more planning.
Yeah.
I gotta be good. I gotta be good at this. Well, first of all, hopefully I'm the best man. We'll see. Trav has a lot of friends. I'm just hoping to get the opportunity.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, here's the part that's making everyone melt. Wyatt and Elliotte Kelce, Jason and Kylie's two oldest daughters, are reportedly being set up as flower girls. Wyatt is Travis's first niece, the little blonde who has shown up at multiple Chiefs games over the years and who Taylor has been photographed holding and laughing with. Elliotte is the younger sister, the one Taylor was photographed cuddling at Arrowhead during a Chiefs-Chargers game last December. Sources have nicknamed Taylor Auntie Tay because of how naturally she clicks with the Kelce nieces, and now those same two little girls are reportedly going to walk down the aisle at her wedding. Imagine that. Wyatt and Elliotte in matching tiny dresses, scattering rose petals down the aisle of Taylor's wedding venue while 150 of the most famous people on earth watch them. There won't be a dry eye in the building. Donna Kelce will be sobbing. Travis will be crying. Taylor will probably cry walking toward them. The internet will lose its mind when those photos eventually drop. Younger daughter Bennett may also have a role depending on timing. Bennett is still very young, and the planners are reportedly working out whether she's old enough to make it down the aisle without needing help. If Bennett does end up participating, that's 3 Kelce nieces in the wedding party. The youngest of them, Finn, is a baby boy who just turned 1 in March. He probably won't have an official role, but you can bet he'll be in his mom Kylie's arms during the ceremony. The Kelce family is essentially the wedding party, and that's exactly what Taylor wants, a wedding rooted in family, not Hollywood. The Chiefs' presence is also expected to be substantial. Patrick Mahomes will reportedly be a groomsman. Brittany Mahomes is in Taylor's bachelorette inner circle. Several other Chiefs teammates are likely to make the guest list, and there's speculation that head coach Andy Reid himself could be in attendance. Andy famously made jokes about the wedding during the recent NFL draft press conference, saying he could tell you who they're picking number 9, but he can't disclose anything about the wedding. If Andy is on the list, and he probably is, that's the same coach who Travis has played for since 2013, football and family merging at the same altar. Now, while the wedding party is taking shape, Taylor was out in New York City this week, dropping one of the most layered fashion moments of her entire engagement period. Monday night, April 27th, Taylor went to dinner at the Jane Hotel in the West Village. She was joined by her father Scott Swift, her best friend Ashley Avignoni, music producer Jack Antonoff, and friend Gerard Carmichael, Inner Circle, Wedding Planning Energy. And what Taylor wore to that dinner has fans absolutely losing their minds, because the jewelry on her wrist and finger that night was reportedly once owned by Elizabeth Taylor herself. Real opal, real history, real museum piece-level jewels. Sources confirmed that Taylor was wearing pieces from Elizabeth Taylor's actual estate, which means the rumors that Taylor is borrowing jewelry from Elizabeth's collection for her wedding aesthetic are not just rumors anymore. The borrow is happening. The estate has approved it, and Taylor is already wearing the pieces in public to test how they photograph and feel. Here's where it gets even better. Opal is not a random stone. Opal is connected directly to Travis. Taylor wrote a song called Opalite for the Life of a Showgirl, and in a previous interview with Capital FM in the UK, Taylor revealed that Opalite is Travis's favorite song. Quote, "He loves that one," end quote. Taylor wore opal jewelry to a wedding planning dinner in New York City. Her dress was blue and white. Her engagement ring was on her finger. Her father was at the table. Her best friend was at the table. Her music producer was at the table. The entire outfit was a coded love letter to Travis, wrapped in pieces from Elizabeth Taylor's actual collection, at a dinner where the wedding was almost certainly being planned. 3 Easter eggs in one outfit. That's not coincidence. That's intentional.
Taylor,
Wow,
Taylor,
Taylor.
wow,
Wow.
Taylor, this way, this way.
Congratulations, girl.
Congratulations, Taylor, right here, Taylor, this way, this way.
Congrats.
The wedding plans are also being kept airtight by Taylor's team. A source told one of the most respected celebrity newsletters this week that the situation with the venue is intentional. Quote, "There's a date, but no venue, and that's completely intentional," end quote. The source explained that if the location got out early, it would turn into a circus. Details will not be shared until the very last minute. The couple wants total control and total privacy. Even invited guests reportedly do not know where the venue is yet. The plan is to reveal the location possibly hours before the ceremony, at which point guests will be transported by private cars or buses to the secret address. It's the most aggressive wedding privacy operation in recent celebrity history. Taylor's bachelorette is also reportedly going to be wild. Sources confirmed this week that Selena Gomez and Gigi Hadid are organizing the celebration as a complete surprise. Even Taylor doesn't know all the details. Quote, "They've told her the date and what to pack, but otherwise she's pretty much in the dark," end quote. Another source revealed one specific detail that has fans dying. Quote, "They have promised her it will be packed with everything she loves, with a custom drink for every activity, which will definitely make things wild," end quote. Custom drinks for every activity, which means Selena and Gigi are essentially building a multi-stop, multi-destination cocktail tour disguised as a bachelorette party. It's going to be ridiculous, it's going to be expensive, and the whole thing fits inside the $10 million budget Taylor and Travis set for their pre-wedding celebrations. The $10 million budget itself was confirmed across multiple outlets this week. The number covers both Travis's bachelor party and Taylor's bachelorette. Travis is doing a golf trip with the boys, followed by the Bahamas at the end of May. Taylor is doing 4 destinations spread across May and June: New York, Nashville, the Bahamas, and Italy. Brittany Mahomes is in, Selena is in, Gigi is in, Blake Lively is out, Zoe Kravitz is back in. The combined $10 million covers private jets, villas, security, custom catering, and luxury extras, and the source said the spending could rise even higher if needed. Taylor also dropped one of the most viral interviews of her career this week. The New York Times Magazine named her one of the 30 greatest living American songwriters, placing her alongside Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen, and Dolly Parton. Inside the 30-minute video interview, Taylor shut down feud rumors with longtime collaborator Jack Antonoff. Quote, "Jack Antonoff is a collaborator of mine and one of my best friends," end quote.
Jack Antonoff is a collaborator of mine and one of my best friends. We established this thing that we love to do, and we call it the rant bridge. I could point to examples like Out of the Woods, Is It Over Now, Cruel Summer, and oftentimes we love these rant bridges where it's basically like stream of consciousness, endless pouring out of emotion, intrusive thoughts, like blended with metaphor, with discussion, with shouting. Like you want this rant bridge to feel the most intense of what that feeling is that you're trying to establish over the course of the song.
On the same day Taylor's interview dropped, Jack went on the Howard Stern show and confirmed he's not bothered by being absent from her latest album.
On her last album, you weren't producing her. Do you ever get like, what the fuck happened?
It's really weird. It sounds kind of corny. I like only feel grateful for the work that's happened. And maybe it's because I write my own songs and sing them that I understand that need to have different collaborators and jump around. Like I don't think it's normal to have the same collaborators over and over.
The two coordinated their statements perfectly. The feud is dead. Taylor also revealed that Travis was the muse behind her hit song Elizabeth Taylor. She told the story of riding in the car with Travis, going on a long monologue about why she loved Elizabeth Taylor. And by the time they got home, she had the entire melody in her head. Travis was the silent listener who sparked one of her biggest hits, and he's about to walk down the aisle wearing pieces from a brand he just signed with, to a woman wearing Elizabeth Taylor's actual jewelry, at a venue nobody knows the address of yet.
I'm riding in the car with Travis. I go on and explaining to Travis like why I love Elizabeth Taylor so much. She fought for artists' rights. She was exploited in so many ways, and yet she kept her humanity, she kept her humor, she kept her passion for life. And I'm just going on and on. I'm like, her eyes were violet. Some people said they were blue. Some people said they were violet. I think they were violet. And we arrive, we get home. He gets out of the car, and I'm just in my head, I'm like, this intrusive melody of like, I'd cry my eyes violet, Elizabeth Taylor.
A fake breakup rumor went viral over the weekend and continues to be debunked. A parody account on X posted a fabricated quote claiming Taylor had ended her relationship with Travis. Over 700,000 views. Multiple outlets had to publish fact checks. The wedding is still on. Taylor and Travis are still very much together. Taylor also made a major business move, filing 3 trademark applications on April 24th to protect her voice and image from AI misuse. She also delivered a viral clapback at fans who treat her songs like detective puzzles. Quote, "When it gets a little bit weird to me when people act like it's sort of a paternity test, like, this song's about that person, because I'm like, that dude didn't write the song, I did," end quote.
There's people who are going to try to like do detective work, figure out the details. Who is that about? What is this? When it gets a little bit weird for me is when people act like it's sort of like a paternity test. Like, this song's about that person, because I'm like, that dude didn't write the song, I did. But that's part of it. Criticism has been a huge fuel for me. It's been a huge jumping off point, like a creative writing prompt or something. There are so many songs in my career that would not exist, like Blank Space would not exist if I hadn't had people being like, here's a slideshow of all her boyfriends.
So here's the picture. Jason Kelce is best man. Wyatt and Elliotte are flower girls, possibly Bennett too. Patrick Mahomes is a groomsman. Miles Teller is a groomsman. Andy Reid is likely on the guest list. Taylor wore Elizabeth Taylor's actual opal jewelry to a wedding planning dinner with her dad. The Bachelorette has a custom drink for every activity. The Bachelor and Bachelorette budget is $10 million combined. The Jack Antonoff feud is dead. Travis is documented as Taylor's muse. The fake breakup rumors are dead. The trademarks are filed. The venue is still unknown. The flowers are arriving daily. The wedding is 63 days away. And on July 3rd, when the doors open and the ceremony begins, 2 tiny Kelce sisters are going to walk down the aisle, scattering rose petals, while their Uncle Travis cries at the altar, waiting for the woman who turned him into the most watched groom on earth. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.